Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a full face of Dollar Tree makeup, spirit fingers, but for real, I'm very excited because if you guys watch my videos, you know that I love me some Dollar Tree. I shop there way too often because they have some really good stuff, like in makeup, in beauty, in the home section, they have really great stuff. They basically have everything that you could possibly ever think of and more, and things that you didn't know you needed for just $1. So I went to a different Dollar Tree actually a few days ago and I found so much new makeup. So of course I had to snag it up so I could do an updated full face for you guys because my last Dollar Tree makeup video was over a year ago. So here I am with an updated version. So we're just gonna get into it. So you already know, grab a snack and make sure you subscribe to my channel for 3 new videos every single week. I upload every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into a full face of Dollar Tree makeup. Here we are, up close and personal. Obviously, I'm wearing no makeup. We're in natural light today because I really wanna put these products to the test. So let's start with brows. I found this brow pencil. I don't believe I've ever tried this before. I tried something similar last year, but I don't think it was this exact pencil. I could be wrong, but this is the LA Colors brow pencil, and this one's in the shade dark brown. They had this one and then like a light brown. Of course I went with dark because my hair is pretty dark right now. I normally use a pencil and then I use a pomade to fill in my brows, but today I'm just gonna work with what I have and use this. Maybe I'll use an eyeshadow to fill in the rest of my brows. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how this pencil is first. And by the way, how cute is this little mirror? I talked about it before, but this has been like my go-to mirror that I use like whenever I'm filming, and it was only $1. Obviously at Dollar Tree. But I'm just gonna take this pencil and just start outlining. I pretty much just follow along with my natural brow shape. Okay, this color I think is gonna be actually a little bit too light for me. Like it's a little bit warm. So I think I am gonna go in and fill in like the rest of my brows with an eyeshadow just so that they look a little bit darker. But it's not a bad formula. Like it's definitely doable. And it's creamy, but it's not waxy, which I really like. It's definitely a good formula. Like for $1, if they had more shades, like I'm not mad about it. Not typically the kind of colors that I use for my brows because I just feel like it doesn't look right with how dark my hair is. But again, it's a good formula. The color is just off for me. So I'm gonna go in with an eyeshadow and just fill in the rest of the brows. So I got this eyeshadow palette and I'm gonna use this later on for my eyes, but I'm gonna use this chocolate brown color right here just to fill in the rest of the brows. This is so cute. It's so little, but like you get a little mirror and everything. Like this is adorable. So again, I'm gonna take that chocolate brown and I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the brows. Kind of like a brow powder. I used to use brow powders all the time on my brows, and then now I use a pomade just because I feel like the formula lasts a little bit longer on my brows and I just prefer it personally. But this is definitely doable. It's working for sure. Okay, looks a little crazy. We're gonna clean up the brows in just a minute and it's gonna look better, I promise. So I'm gonna clean them up first, and then I think I'll go in with a little bit of my eyeliner that I have just to darken these up a little bit so that it doesn't look so like brown on my face. I picked these up. So I have the LA Colors Concealer Buildable Coverage Concealer right here. So I'm actually going to use this as a foundation because you can see this color kind of looks like my skin tone color. And then I'm going to use this. This is supposed to be the foundation. I'm going to use this as concealer because this looks a little bit lighter. So it's just a liquid makeup, and this one is in natural and then this one is in beige. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this foundation and I'm going to use it to clean up the brows because again, it looks a little bit lighter, and I normally use a concealer that's lighter to clean them up. Comes with a little pump and everything, so I'm just gonna pump this right on the back of my hand just a little bit. I have fresh brushes today. I'm so excited. I love doing my makeup when my brushes are nice and clean. So I'm gonna use a flat little concealer brush and just clean up these brows. Oh, this is pretty creamy. Oh wow, it's actually really, really creamy. And I don't know if you can tell, but that already made, I feel like, the biggest difference. And then I just clean everything up, and I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush just to blend in that concealer. So what I'm actually gonna do just to darken up my brows a little bit, just because I'm extra, totally optional, but I have this auto eyeliner that I'm gonna use later on, obviously on my eyes, but this one's in black brown. I'm gonna use a little bit of this on my brows just to deepen this up a little bit. So it's just like a little retractable liner. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like feather this color into my brows a little bit just to make this a little bit deeper. Because like I said, the formula of the brow products is really nice. It's just a little bit too warm for my brows. I like a darker brow, but of course that's personal preference. See, I feel like that already helped a lot. Yay! The brows are on point, then the rest of the makeup will be on point. That's what I always say. So I'm gonna jump straight into the eye makeup. So what I'm gonna use is actually just a little bit of that concealer, and I'm just gonna put that on my lids as a primer, just to prep the lids. Just use a little bit with a brush, and then I just blend it in with my finger. Again, totally optional. I normally use a regular eyeshadow primer, but I want to stick and use like everything Dollar Tree, so I'm not going to use something different. But if you want a good primer that you don't want to spend a lot of money, the e.l.f. one is really good. Their traditional eyelid primer, and it's like $2. And sometimes they actually have it at Dollar Tree, but I didn't see it this time. So I have two different eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to use today. So first one is this one here, this little trio. I believe I used these before, I think. I'm not really sure. I think I did like a few years ago, but these colors looked really pretty, just like neutrals for every day. So I'm also going to use this little palette that I was just using for the brows. So I'm going to use a mixture of both, but I'm going to start off with the 3-color eyeshadow palette first. So I'm going to start off with this color right here in the middle, and I'm going to use that as my transition color. This is a pretty light color, but oh yeah, actually this could be just a good lid shade, because it's kind of like a color that just mutes out your lids, which is nice actually. I'm just gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna take that color right here next to it. I'm gonna add that right over top. Cute. You have to build it up a little bit, but like, that's like bomb. Like this is really like a cute little palette. If you were just like on the go, you just needed something quick, like this could definitely work. Like this is beautiful. You throw this on, add some liner, lashes, bam, you're done. Ooh, this is a really cute look, like just by itself. I honestly, if I'm not filming, I'm usually not doing anything crazy with my eyeshadow. Like I love just colors like this in the crease. Just gives you that perfect wash of color. So I'm building this up quite a bit. I feel like the more that you dig into the shadow, the more pigmented it gets. Once you get past that first layer. Okay, this is really cute. Like I'm loving this color. It's beautiful. I feel like honestly you could do a look just with this palette, but I bought this other one like just to be a little extra. I'm thinking, should I just use this color right in the center? Let's do it. And I'm gonna use some setting spray just to make it pop a little bit more. This is the LA Colors setting spray. It says it helps extend makeup wear, so of course I'm gonna use this later on my face, but for now I'm gonna use it to spray my brush, which I do with all of my shadows. This is so cute. It's so little. I love like tiny things. Like I feel like everything that's smaller is so much cuter. So let's spray this. Oh, good spray. Oh, this is actually like a pink. So it's one of those colors where it looks white, but then when you actually apply it, it's pink. I feel like it's more of like a sheen versus a shimmer. Like it's just gonna give you a sheen. See, this is a little bit more of a lighter color, but it definitely works. Once you spray your brush, it helps a ton. I recommend doing this with all of your shadows. Okay, this is a really pretty color actually. It's like a pinky kind of like lilac shade, but it's beautiful. Like look at that. Like this is like soft, like date night glam, and like I'm loving this. So I'm really loving this. I feel like you could create a look just with that palette alone, but I am gonna use this one here because I have it, and I'm just gonna use these two colors, and I'm just gonna apply them on the outer crease a little bit just to deepen this up. Okay, hello pigment. I'm basically just dipping my brush into both of the colors like this, and then oh, okay, I'm just gonna add that there a little bit. Wow, that's really pigmented. Just rubbed away the shimmer. I'll add a little bit more of that in a minute. The brush that I'm using is a little bit too big, but it's fine. Really just gonna pack it on. There's also this shimmer in here that I was gonna use initially. Let's add it. Just gonna use my finger. Surprisingly, I actually think I like the shimmer in here more. Like this little pinky hue I think is very pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit more. This is the thing sometimes with not just Dollar Tree shadows, but even honestly some high-end shadows, like when you start blending in some darker shades, you have to go back in and add more of the shimmer. It happens with a lot of shimmers, a lot of colors. Sometimes they just get lost in the bunch, but it's not a big deal having to just add a little bit more product as you go. That's really what it takes. Blend it out and add a little bit more. Then I'm going to use a clean brush just to blend out the edges of that a little bit. If I had to choose one eyeshadow palette, I would probably go with this one. I think this could be like a really great, like just everyday little palette to have. The color here I feel like is a little powdery. Just add some setting spray before you apply it and you'll be good to go. But these mattes, these are really nice. I mean, this is $1. I would choose this because I feel like it's just more practical for every day. It's really simple, really easy to use. This one isn't bad, definitely doable. These colors are nice and pigmented. I'm not crazy about the shimmer, this one too much. I like the shimmer in this one more, but again, it's not bad. But if I had to choose, I would choose this one. So let's do a little liner. So I got the LA Colors Matte Liquid Liner. I saw matte black and I was like, okay, sold, gotta have it. But this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's like, again, your typical kind of a liquid liner. Okay, let's do it. Eee, I just made it too thick. No. The brush is like, it's a little tricky. It's like one of those brushes where if you're not careful, this happens. It's definitely black. I'll see how it dries. I know that this doesn't look perfect, but hopefully with the lashes and stuff, it'll come together. So far, the liner is probably not my favorite just because the brush is a little tricky to work with. I definitely have other favorite liquid liners that are great. e.l.f. has a really good one that's super affordable. If you want a good liquid liner with that kind of applicator, check out the Epson Super Precise Eyeliner. This is $3 at Ulta. I'll link it down below. This is like my current favorite. And again, it kind of has like that similar liner that I was just using, like that kind of applicator, but it's much thinner and it's much easier to work with. So let's do mascara and lashes. So I picked up this little mascara. This is from the brand, I think it's Love. The packaging looked honestly really cute and intriguing. It's just like a little mini mascara. Oh, it's from the brand Color Mates actually. So it says it on the actual mascara right there. I'm gonna do oh, actually I got a lash curler that I want to use. This is from the brand Sassy Chic. Surprisingly, you guys, I haven't used an eyelash curler in so long. I used to like be ride or die for my lash curler. I would do like 10 coats of mascara in high school and then curl my lashes again after. I was obsessed, but I haven't used one of these in forever and I saw it and I was like, let me try it out. Okay, cute. Definitely does work. Wow, my lashes are so short. I used to have pretty long lashes in high school and then I don't know what happened. Wow, it definitely helps though. Like I feel like a lash curler is really good if you don't wear a lot of makeup and you want to just kind of amp up your look a little bit. Like that I feel like just made a really big difference with how the lashes look, even though my lashes are small. I am so excited about this. So I talked about these lashes and I showed most of this makeup on my vlog channel. So check out my vlog channel. I'm doing Vlogmas, by the way, so I'm like uploading over there every single day up until Christmas. But I talked about these lashes and I showed them and I'm shocked. So these are the Ioni 3D Faux Mink lashes. These are the extra large wispy full dramatic lashes. That's like me, like I'm so extra. But hello, these look beautiful. And they're $1. Like I'm actually like shocked right now. They also had lash glue. So this is the Ioni Everlasting Lash Glue and it says it's 100% vegan. So I thought that was really interesting. So I'm gonna use this today. It says it's fast drying, gentle, latex free, and it's long lasting. Watch this be like amazing. And it's like, where has this been all my life? Packaging is like really nice, like for this being $1. And these are cruelty free and vegan also. It says it on the packaging. I'm gonna put the lash glue on and we'll see how long it takes for it to dry. I normally wait about like a minute or so, depending on how thick the band is. So it's kind of like a clear sort of glue. So I'm gonna do just the thinnest coat because with lash glue, you don't need a lot. I'm gonna do one lash at a time just to wait for this to dry first. Okay, let me pop on this lash. I think it should be dry by now. These are really pretty and that was super easy to apply. Like literally didn't even take 10 seconds. Come through, Dollar Tree. I really like this style too because they're very wispy, they're very long. I will say that, like just looking at the side, you can see they're very dramatic, but I think they're really pretty and like when you look down, they don't look overly fake. Like obviously they're fake lashes, but they don't look like Halloween lashes. That lash glue seems to be really good too. Pop this on. These are better than some more expensive lashes that I've tried. So now that the eyes are complete and I'm like obsessed with these lashes, let's move into the face. So I have here a primer that I found and this says it helps smooth the skin and extend makeup wear, and it's just a clear primer, fills in lines and pores, and it's from LA Colors. So it's kind of looks like a silicone based primer. Yeah, it's definitely a silicone-based primer. It's kind of like the Maybelline Baby Skin. Honestly, these primers don't typically work well with my skin. They usually just make my makeup kind of slide all over the place, but when I would use primers like this, I had much more oily skin than I have now. I have combo skin right now, so my T-zone is a little bit oily, not that much now that it's winter basically here in PA, but the rest of my face is pretty normal, sometimes dry, so I feel like now I can get away with using a primer like this more versus before. My face used to be so oily. Like, I would put my makeup on and an hour later, it looks like I just ran a mile. Like, not even kidding. For foundation now, again, I'm gonna use that foundation liquid makeup that I was using earlier to clean up the brows and to prime my lids. So I pretty much used this as like a 3-in-1 product. And I have a new beauty sponge. I have so much new stuff. I told you guys, I like hit the jackpot at Dollar Tree, but this is the Sassy Chic Charcoal Blender Makeup Sponge. And I got it damp under the sink. And you guys, this is really, really bouncy. I've tried other Dollar Tree sponges and I don't like them because they tend to be really, really hard and not bouncy, but this is like really, really soft. So I'm gonna put on some of this. I think this actually might be a good color too. And I'm just gonna pounce this in. Actually might be a little bit too light, but it's fine. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of coverage because this concealer seems really like, really creamy, a little bit liquidy, or foundation. But wait, I wasn't gonna use this on my face. I was gonna use this under my eyes. I just realized, because this is too light, so I was gonna use this as concealer, and then I was gonna use this as foundation. Okay, it's all right, you guys. So let's rewind a little bit. Let me take this off my chin. I'll keep this on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna use this as concealer. Hold on. Let me just blend this in. It's fine. It's okay. This is the reality of filming. I'm not gonna wipe it off or whatever because this is just what happens, but this is how I make it work sometimes. Because I'm talking so much, I'm getting so excited about these products that I'm like forgetting what I was actually gonna do. So I'm gonna take this concealer that I talked about earlier and I'm gonna use this as my foundation because the color is in beige and I think it's gonna be a little bit too dark for my under eye. So I'm gonna use it as foundation. Okay, I'm glad that I used that foundation. This is gonna be too dark on my face right now, but I think since I have that lighter base down, I think hopefully it should work. So I'm gonna do about that much. This looks like a contour color. Maybe I do need to like mix this in a little bit with it. Okay, so it's actually good that I didn't use that first because it's a little bit too dark for me. Let's blend it in. When you blend it in, it's kind of pinky on the skin. It's not even really like a, oh yeah, that's not gonna blend. Kind of looks like I just put on like a super, super natural BB cream. So I feel like this almost evened out my skin tone like really, really lightly, but doesn't give you a ton of coverage, which I feel like honestly, most products at the Dollar Tree are like that. Like you're not gonna get a ton of coverage and you're not gonna get a huge variety as far as shades. That's probably the only thing that I will say with the Dollar Tree makeup where that lacks. Like there isn't a ton of variety. I wish there was. Hopefully maybe in the future there will be. So I'm gonna use again that same liquid makeup and I'm gonna put this under my eyes and just blend it in as concealer because this is really light, so I feel like for concealer this will work. So I think formula wise this is much better than the foundation. It's a little bit creamier and I feel like blends better into the skin, whereas that other concealer, that I don't really like the formula of it, honestly. Seems really dry, but I think it's actually good that I went in with this product first. Okay, cool. So we're done with the foundation. This is what we're getting today. So if they had more shades, this would actually be like a pretty decent product because it's very creamy. It blends into the skin. Let's set everything. So I couldn't find like a brand new pressed powder. I feel like these are pretty standard. So I've used these before and I think these are great setting powders. I have this one in the shade Nude. Again, I wish they had more colors, but it's not a bad pressed powder at all for what it is. So it's very standard. It doesn't add much coverage. It just gives your skin like a light tint. So I'm gonna use this today to set under my eyes and pretty much all over my face. And this brush is from BH Cosmetics and Nazanin Kavari. It's the number 4 brush. These are actually restocking and I'm so excited because this has been like my go-to brush set. It's so good and it's so affordable. And then I'm going to use a different brush just to really pack on the powder a little bit more to set everything so nothing moves throughout the day. Let me set the brows really quick. And again, I'm just going to use that Color Mates mascara. that I used earlier. The wand is a little bit bigger than what I typically use, but like I said, it definitely works. This I'm very excited for. So we have the Beauty Benefits Hollywood Bronzer, and this one's in cinnamon. I've never heard of this brand before. This was my first time actually picking it up, but this is the Radiant Finish Bronzer, and the packaging looks really, really cute. Like this looks like something from like an actual like drugstore brand. So it's just a standard little bronzer. Looks like it's matte. It's like a nice warm color. So I'm gonna use this just to add some color back to the face. Oh, wow, that's pigmented. It's very warm. You guys, how is this stuff $1? Like, this is really good. Okay. Very cute, loving this color. I like warm bronzer, so for me, this is like perfect for every day just to add some color back to the skin. I really, really like this. So let's move into blush. I really like LA Colors blushes. I've tried them before. I think for the most part, they are really great. Their single blushes are amazing, and again, they're $1. I know, how many times do I have to keep saying it? But I saw this bronzer and brush, and it says it creates a tan glow. And if you guys watch my videos, you know that I love like a bronzy toned blush. So I thought this would be perfect for a blush. This is what it looks like. You get a little brush with it too. Ooh, yeah, this is like really, really like bronzy, warm, peachy, everyday blush color. So I'm gonna use an e.l.f. stipple brush. It's very, very natural. Like there's pigment coming off of it, but when you apply it, it's very natural, but it does give you a glow. You see that little bit of glow that it gives? Oh, you can see it more like up close, like when you're like super, super close. You see that glow right there? That's from that blush. That's actually pretty. It's a very, very natural, so you're not gonna get a ton of color, but it's pretty. I like the glow. I love glowy blushes, so. I mean, technically this is a bronzer, but you get it. Now for highlighter, I'm gonna use the LA Colors Beauty Pot. So it says you get 3 pops of color in 1 pop. So this says it's a little eyeshadow, but I'm gonna use it as a highlighter. Does this not remind you of something from like Ofra? Like Ofra has a highlighter trio with these kinds of colors. So I was like, I'm gonna use that as a highlighter. It could be an eyeshadow as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna swirl my brush into all of these colors. Ooh, that's pretty. So let me do a little bit more of these 2 colors actually, because this one looks like it's gonna be a little bit too dark. Okay, that's really pretty. That is so smooth. Like not powdery, not like chunky. Like this is really, really pretty. Oh my goodness, you guys. How is this happening right now? This is so pretty. That looks gorgeous. So I'm actually gonna take this color right here and I'm gonna pop that in the inner corners. Wow, I have no words. So another favorite LA Colors highlighter that you can find at Dollar Tree, which I talk about this and I use this all the time. This is my favorite highlighter for the inner corners at the moment. It's the LA Colors highlighter in Shine Bright. This is just like a white gold shade, and they have other colors in these as well, but these are amazing. I discovered these last year in my Dollar Tree makeup video, and ever since then I've been obsessed with this color. I mean, it's really pretty on the face as well, but this is intense. I feel like it makes for a really beautiful inner corner highlight. So I'm just gonna use this color right in here, and I'm just gonna put that right on the lower lash line. I really love this color in the palette. This is a great shade. I'm also gonna do some black liner on the waterline. So I'm gonna set my makeup first, and then I'll apply some lower lash mascara, and I'm gonna use again that LA Colors setting spray, the little mini version. Doesn't really smell like anything, but I will say the spritzer is actually pretty nice. Gave my skin that little extra whew that I needed. Now we can do some lower lash mascara. So this mascara, as a mascara, I don't really see much with my lashes. I mean, I do have pretty tiny lashes, but it does separate. It just doesn't have a ton of pigment to it. So I feel like this as a tinted brow gel, if you're ever like on the go and you need something quick and like, you know, you need to go to Dollar Tree or something to get a tinted brow gel and you don't want to spend a lot, just get one of their mascaras, and I feel like that could definitely work. Now we have some lip products. I think I'm gonna do something nude because I'm loving like the nude kind of vibes with this look. So I have the Color Mates lipstick and lip liner in Black Orchid. So you get a little lip liner and a little lipstick. I thought this would be cute, like maybe like I could do like a nude kind of brown color. So this is a little mini lip liner. It's so cute. So I'm gonna just use this to line my lips. Ooh, this is a pretty color. I love wooden lip pencils. They're my favorite. Okay, you guys, this is really good. I wish it was a little bit bigger, and I wish it was bigger because I like the color, but it's definitely doable. And this lipstick looks really, really dark. It's literally like a chocolate brown. So I'm just gonna put this on my lips and just kind of dab it in a little bit because I don't want something too dark, but I like this color. So I feel like when you dab it, you get like this really pretty kind of like wearable, like brown mauve tone that I really, really like. Final thing I'm gonna do is just go in with some gloss. Again, I'm gonna use this one from LA Colors in Happiness. Let's see how it looks. It's like a really pretty, like peachy color. Ooh, it smells good. It smells like bubble gum. It just gives your lips like a little something. It's not super glossy, like a globby kind of lip gloss. It just gives your lips a little bit of a gloss, a little shine. Okay, so I am completely shocked right now, and I feel like this is probably the best Dollar Tree makeup video that I have ever done. Like, these products are so good. We did have a couple duds, but I feel like that happens with most products. Like, whether you're buying makeup from the drugstore, from Ulta, from Sephora, there's always going to be a couple hits and misses, and that's okay, because that's the beauty of makeup. It's all about trial and error. So I'll give you guys some quick little speed reviews on things that I liked and didn't like. So for starters, I think the main thing that I really wasn't a big fan of was this concealer. The formula wasn't super blendable. The shade is obviously off. This, I'll definitely pass on it. The liquid makeup was definitely doable. I think if you're looking for something like quick to clean up your brows, it could work, but unfortunately with this, I won't keep using it because there's like 2 shades in it, so that's no fun. So there's not a lot of variety, but this is very creamy, very easy to work with, but I just wish the shades weren't so limited. This liquid liner is actually very matte. It's very black. I just don't really love the brush. It's a little difficult to work with, but it's definitely doable. You just have to take your time with it. The mascara I like for the brows. I don't like it as a regular mascara, but it could be a good tinted brow gel to keep your brows in place if you're looking for something super affordable. It works. This little bronzer slash blush that I used wasn't my favorite because there wasn't a ton of pigment. It does give your cheeks a very pretty glow, but the pigment for me isn't there. Everything else I really did like, so that's good. We have, I feel like, more hits than misses, which is always a great thing, especially when the products are affordable. I love this little eyeshadow trio. I think this is great if you're just starting out with makeup or you just want something very basic for every day, especially this color right here. This is a great everyday shade, so this I really like. I love the LA Colors Beauty Pot eyeshadow. This makes for the prettiest highlighter. It just gives you the most beautiful wash of color. This is so smooth and creamy, and I feel like it gives your skin like this wet, dewy look. I also love this bronzer. This is incredible, very pigmented, and they have a bunch of other colors in these as well. They had some lighter shades, some darker colors. They also come in blushes and highlighters as well, but this bronzer, this is my jam. I will definitely keep using this. This primer is a silicone-based primer, so if you're looking for one like this and it works well with your skin, check it out. I know a lot of people don't like this kind of primer in particular. I felt like it wasn't bad actually, and the products went on nicely over top. The setting spray, I love. This gave me the prettiest like natural dew to my skin, so this is definitely going in my purse. And of course I had to save the best for lash, you guys. The lash, get it? No, but really, save the best for last. These lashes are so good, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm shocked at how pretty these are. They're so long and wispy, and you see like when you look down they don't look overly fake. Like, they're so pretty. I'm definitely going out and I'm getting more pairs of these. I did not expect these to be this good. Like, I didn't think they were going to be bad, but I didn't think I was going to love them so much. The lash glue is also really good as well. So again, if you're a beginner or you struggle with putting on lashes, try these out from the Dollar Tree because they're not only really pretty, they come in different styles, but they were actually very easy to apply. Even though these are more dramatic, I was able to pop them on in just a few seconds. So very, very impressed. This lash glue is also really good. I feel like my lashes are in place. Like, they don't feel like they're coming off or anything. So this is really good, and it's like latex free and everything, and it was $1. So we love that. So this goes to show you don't need to spend a ton of money to get a really beautiful makeup look or to feel good when you're doing your makeup. Like, I feel like there's nothing better than finding amazing products that are so affordable. Like, that just feels so good. Like right now with these lashes, like I feel like there's literally nothing better. So I hope this inspired you to go to your local Dollar Tree and try out some of these products. If you guys have any other must-haves or hidden gems from the Dollar Tree, leave them down below as well. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.